court directs the Attorney General and Nnamdi Kanu to explore political solutions. The Abuja Federal High Court on Wednesday directed Lateef, Fagbemi, the AGF, and Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the Indigenous People of Biafra, to explore political solutions and reconciliation in the ongoing terrorism trial. Justice Binta Nyako gave the order while invoking the court's power under Section 17 of the Federal High Court Act and providing that in any proceedings in the court may promote reconciliation among the parties thereto and encourage and facilitate the amicable settlement thereof. Sir, Mr. Zoe, sir, one of the charges preferred against Nnamdi Kanu is treason. Can a treasonable charge be settled out of court, sir?
You see, Nigeria is a country I call expect the unexpected inside Nigeria.
I agree with you.
You see, in a situation like this, the court, that is the primary institution responsible for settling disputes between government and between government and the citizens and citizens to citizens. He is now relegating, the court is now begging a matter before the court. The court is now begging out of where will there's a scripture in the Bible say, if the righteous has lost his thing, if they have lost his salt, where will the righteous? This is what the court is doing. Now, this goes a long way. There are a lot of implications to this. For the courts to be appealing for out-of-court settlements or for political settlements, it's a serious matter. Because what will be the fate of the individual? Remember, we are talking about the state and an individual here. And the law is to protect the individual because of the power of the state is so much. And that's why the court is there. So for the court to be pleading or appealing for parties to have a political solution. But that goes to tell you, yesterday I listened to this story and I watched. They try to portray it as if Nnamdi Kanu is the one asking for this. Don't be surprised. Behind the scene, it will actually be government that is coming up with this. Because it is now obvious that the government does not have. Let's look at the major issues, not just settling out of court. It is now obvious that the government does not have anything against this young man. Even if they do, they don't have any evidence. So, you see, it is one thing to take action. To audaciously bring somebody from another country to Nigeria, you want to prosecute him. It's another thing to bring evidence before the courts. To accuse. When you accuse somebody of treasonable offense, you must bring overwhelming evidence before the court. I believe the government does not have any evidence to prosecute Nnamdi Kanu. But taking it beyond, in the bigger picture, the government, they continue to make mistakes, government after government. The issue is not Nnamdi Kanu. The issue is not IPOB. The issue is not the people carrying guns disturbing the Southeast. There are fundamental issues. To the best of my knowledge, since after the Civil War, the people of the Southeast have been treated, unfortunately, as against what Gowon said, that there was no victor, no vanquish, and that everybody will be treated equally in Nigeria. Unfortunately, to the best of my knowledge, and if we want to speak the truth, the people of the Southeast have not been treated as citizens of this country. They have been subjugated. They have not been given their fair share. Okay? For example, I don't believe in ethnic or regional president, that the president must come from so-so background. I don't have. For me, in a democracy, I believe the competent, the courageous, one with the capacity to be our governor that can deliver leadership. But the Nigerian government have taken the path of producing presidents according to regions. Now, the North have produced presidents over and over. The Southwest has produced president. Even the most minorities section of the country, Niger Delta, have produced, South has produced president. What is stopping you from allowing the Igbo people to also produce president? Not that they don't have competent people. So these are the issues to look at, okay? So they shouldn't take Nnamdi Kanu as an issue of the Igbo. Look at the Igbo people, the Southeast people, their issues, their marginalization. What is the problem? Again, it's not only a federal government thing. The Southeast people are also contributing to their problem. They too should also come to the table. They shouldn't, I'm talking about the leaders of the Southeast now. They shouldn't be betraying their people. When they go to the political offices, they should bargain what should come for their people and not for themselves. So it's a whole big thing that both parties, whether the federal government and the leader of the South, should come down, sit down and look at the problems of this, just like the Ogoni people. Okay, to some extent, the Ogoni people have been taken care of at the international level. So we should look at the fundamental issues of these people and not just talking about Nnamdi Kanu. So if there is a call for out-of-court settlement, I think the government will quickly take advantage because they don't have any case against this young man.
Okay.
I think Mr. Zoe has dealt a lot of blow, but I want to take some bullet points out of it because we don't have time. You know, the Nnamdi Kanu issue started as a fallout of the failure of the Nigerian state to take into account what their constitution says about the federal character, equity, fairness, and you know, oneness. Then that is where the ideology of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came and said that if you don't allow our people to integrate, if you say we are not part of the positions that should be occurring to us, then allow my people to do what? To go. Then Nigerian government don't have a pre-Fashi case against him. They don't have any, just like Zoe said, they don't have, before you arrest someone, you must have done your due diligence and get an iron cast evidence against this person. Then if you come to it, I agree with the courts, but the federal government has failed to take that window of opportunity during Muhammadu Buhari's time. When we see the likes of Dasuki, the likes of Iboho, the likes of some other people that the state government, even some former governors that were given life imprisonment, the Muhammadu Buhari administration granted them pardon, state pardon. And it's coming to this, the constitution says at any time, the Attorney General of the Federation of Nigeria can discontinue with any case involving either Nigerian state and another state, or within the federating unit of Nigeria, or against a citizen of Nigeria against the Nigerian state. So if the government has come in terms with it, now it is also good. Then, so that Nnamdi Kanu can go home and stay with his family. And again, is it now what Nnamdi Kanu said 2 months ago, is it coming to play that when his health is weak, when they see that he alleged that when they see that his health is about to fail finally, they will conjure a bail condition for him? Is that what is playing out? You know, time will tell. That is a very deep issue to look at. If Nnamdi Kanu now, the federal government have seen that his health is seriously deteriorating, are they letting him go on the basis of equity, on the basis of fairness? Or after this case, remember, settle out of court doesn't mean that you have been acquitted and discharged. The government can call out the case at any time. So on what basis will this settlement be hinged? So that is $1 million question, and that is the Nnamdi Kanu legal team should not jump on it. They should not even push for it. They will look at the legal letters and the legal terms at it and know whether it is favorable to their client, and so that tomorrow he will not be rearrested or called out by the Nigerian government again for the continuation of the case. But terrorism charge for the government of Nigeria to, over the years, have not been able to point out what they will use in prosecuting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is pitiable. You can see what happened to Binance. Yeah. Just before our own very eyes. Binance the case is as good as dead. That is where we find ourselves. And for Nnamdi Kanu to have stayed in incarceration for this long, you will see that it is still ethnic bias and all the shenanigans that goes around ethnic bigotry and all that concerning the Southeastern man.